streaming. Okay. YouTube. Your channel live.
So do we hang up this call?
No, this call is what puts you on the live stream.
Yeah, we're not doing that. I think we're not doing that different program.
But what's on this screen is not what's on the live screen.
No.
Okay, nice.
What are we going to do? Okay. Can you post? Do either of you have access to posting the event? No.
I think
I don't know.
Okay, I'll do it.
The stream is up. I can see Laura.
Yep. It's on speaker view, so whoever's speaking should be shown.
Okay.
Cambridge.
Oh God, that's me.
Okay. I need to go
to... Can it not just be me?
Cheers. Oh, Danny is posted in the chat.
Here.
Danny is here. Hello, Danny. Thank you for being possibly the first person here. Wow, I can see 29 people, 34 people watching. This is a hell of an introduction to live broadcasting.
I can just hear Freddie saying wow repeatedly.
What?
Hello as well to Luke Hallam,
Luke, Alfie
Robinson, and Fiona Mitchell. Is the link up on the event for everybody? Can everybody see it?
Yeah, it is.
We're on Josh Newman's living room TV.
Incredible.
That's very good. Very good. Please feed our egos by sending us photos of us on your living room TVs. I think it's the only time I'm going to be on anyone's living room TV. So
Astrid's not quizzing. She's just here to say hi.
The famous Astrid. Famous YouTuber.
Study tuber. There's quite a major echo.
Oh God. My parents unable to connect, can't find the link, don't know how it works.
Oh yeah, I'm sending my parents the link as we speak. Yeah, thank you, Peter, for describing it as cute that my parents are taking part. probably makes it even more nerve-wracking for me. But
Okay, we're up to 74. When shall we start?
Let's give it a couple more minutes, and then I'll start explaining what we should do.
Okay, we have 45 teams, so I guess we should give it a bit longer.
45 teams.
so people are asking about the Google Forms for putting in the answers, Freddie.
Yeah, I'll explain how it works in a second, but you can get the cooler forms here, and it's in the description. There's a special link that puts them all in the right place, hopefully, if everything's worked.
Do let us know through the chat if anything is
Yeah, if I've messed
anything's
up,
broken.
let me know, and they can shout at me. Let's see if this is still updating. Hopefully that's still going.
And wow, you can also see
Where is Sophie West?
so we can see the live donation counter that Freddie has hacked together for us.
Hacked being the operative word. I really don't think it's going to stand up to much scrutiny.
Well, it's looking good at the moment. And yeah, well, £640. That was fantastic. I don't think any of us thought that we'd be raising that much money for what is a really important charity at this. Well, it's a difficult time for everybody, but I think people like us who've got safe homes and or safe Cambridge colleges where we can stay and try and ride this thing out is a bit of a luxury. So it's good that we're coming together to support Cambridge Women's Aid.
Freddie, do you want to add Laura and Sophie for now, so that their fans can see them?
So their fans can see them. Yeah, let me do that. So I will unmute them. Oh, they've muted. You need to unmute yourselves.
Right.
So Sophie should be able to. You should be able to unmute yourself.
Has that worked?
Yes, there you go. You should be on the live stream now.
Oh, wonderful.
Sophie, I think your fan club wants a shout out.
Yeah.
Wants a shout out. Is this even working? I don't have the live stream up at the same time, so I have no idea.
Yeah, you're on there.
Yeah, it
You're on
is,
there.
yeah.
You're very popular as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, you
amazing.
can't see your comments.
There are comments, are there?
Yeah.
Oh, what do they say?
Well, Lucienne Jacobs has said, Sophie, you look so classy.
Oh, bless. I love you, Lucienne. And I bet Rose is there as well. I love you too. Big shout out to Christ. Am I the only one on screen? Can that be amended?
Whoever's speaking is on screen. Apart from me, that doesn't count for me.
No, but Freddie, you are on screen.
I'm on. Yeah, I'm always on screen.
Oh, right.
Can't get rid of me. Well, I could get rid of me because I'm in control. But I've got a layout for everyone. So if I do this, and I can turn on Lara and Sophie, we should see everyone at the same time.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
That is
I can see a
exciting.
Pete House shout out in the chat as well. Fantastic to hear the smallest college still contributing big numbers.
Peter, can you not try and explain my own broadcast to me? Thank you. I've spent all day setting this up. I know how it works. I also want to, whilst we're here, just waiting for people to get here, let's give a massive shout out also to all the societies that joined us in this event. So the Cambridge University Labour Club and the Cambridge University Conservative Association both joined us, along with a number of college feminist societies. So it's absolutely fantastic that we've got people from across the university to support this fantastic cause. And I can see that we're nearly at 100 people watching right now, which is incredible.
Absolutely. Is this your first live broadcasting experience?
Of any time recently, yes. I have to admit I did used to live stream a bit of programming, which is potentially the saddest sentence anyone's ever said.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
those days are long behind me, and now all I do is live stream charity quiz broadcast. Apparently, this is the quiz broadcast. Stay indoors. Maybe I should make a screen that we can put on.
Oh yeah, during the break. That'd be fantastic.
Let me get that.
Should we screen the Layla Moran
I should
interview during the break?
I should post the I should post that to Twitter. I've got that special the Hello Murphy. I've made a special cut that's just Murphy. So maybe I'll put that on Twitter later.
Okay, I mean, we can probably.
Sorry, I think you're breaking up there a bit, Laura.
It's seemed to have plateaued about the same amount of people, so, and it's 1:15.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. People are telling us to get on with it, so
get on with it. Okay.
Righto.
Right. So, yeah, we said we'd start at 1:15, and it is now 1:15. So, the way this works is there are going to be 8 rounds plus a picture round, and that's all going to be split into 2 halves. You'll be submitting your answers via Google Form so that we can mark them in the background whilst you can continue to quiz. The picture round can be done at any time. Just make sure you've settled on a team name, and each team only submits each form once. Otherwise, you're going to confuse the hell out of all of us. So if you follow the link in the description to cooler.org.uk/quiz, you'll see that there are 3 links there. One for the picture round, one for the first half questions, and one for the second half questions. We'll be displaying the quiz like this. So you'll be able to see all the questions on screen, but we'll also post after every half, we'll post all the questions to the Facebook page so that you can catch up in the break any that you might have missed. You fill in the form, you can go forwards and backwards filling in answers you may have missed out, and then at the end of the half, submit half 1, and at the end of the second half, submit half 2, and the picture round. Make sure they've all got the same team name, and we should be able to mark that to you very quickly and get the results as quickly as possible. Whilst we just are about to start, I do want to plug that people should, if they can, please do donate to this fantastic charity. I'll just put a picture of the quiz up. Please do donate to this fantastic charity because it's so important, especially right now, and it would be fantastic if we could reach our target of £850.
Someone's asking how long the break is. I think we thought about 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, we were thinking 10 minutes. Okay, should we go?
Oh, Freddie, can you quickly explain the picture around what they're looking for?
What are they looking for?
So it's a city and a country.
Okay, so yeah, put the city and the country in that box under each picture. We shall get going, I guess. So who is reading the first round?
That would be Laura.
Okay, let's get going.
Okay, so the first round is called Who Are We? And we're looking for two notable figures who share either their first name or their surname in common. So, question 1. The first person is a Canadian rapper who recorded the viral song Hotline Bling, and the second is a 16th century English sea captain and explorer who was a favourite of Queen Elizabeth I. Okay, question 2. The first person is a British monarch born in the Dutch Republic and known for his staunch Protestantism. And the second is an English artist, textile designer, and socialist activist who's associated with the arts and crafts movement. Okay, question 3. The first person is a rugby union player with the most international appearances, and the second is an American singer-songwriter and record producer who's best known for the songs All Night Long and Endless Love. Yes, first and last names, please. Question 4. The first person is the British-American editor-in-chief of Vogue, who's known for her trademark bob and dark sunglasses. And the second is a character from a novel by Tolstoy, in which a married socialite has an affair with a young count. Question 5. The first person is a Scottish economist, philosopher, and economist who wrote The Wealth of Nations. And the second is one of the founders of the first permanent English settlements in America, which is the colony of Jamestown in Virginia. And also directed in the Disney movie Pocahontas. Okay, question 6 is the first person is a Russian revolutionary and political theorist who served as the head of Soviet Russia from 1917 to 1924. And the second is the author of the controversial novel Lolita. Yeah, I have. I've added 10 seconds to the time in between. Yes. Shut up, Peter. write them both. Okay, question 7. The first person is the Nobel Prize winning author of Beloved, and the second is the lead singer of rock band The Doors. Okay, question 8. Stop it, Freddie. Okay, question 8. The Scottish-born inventor credited with designing the first practical telephone, and an English writer, traveller, and archaeologist who is instrumental in shaping British policy concerning Iraq and the Middle East in the early 20th century. Okay, question 9. A German astronomer, mathematician, and astrologer, best known for his laws of planetary motion, and a German goldsmith and inventor who's credited with introducing the printing press to Europe. Okay, and the last question in this round. A former leader of the Conservative Party who attended St Hugh's College, Oxford, and was elected MP for Maidenhead in the 1997 general election, and a Catholic nun, missionary, and saint who was the subject of much criticism from the English journalist Christopher Hitchens. Yes, I did, Peter.
Okay. Round 2. Now, I've just seen the donation counter go up to an incredible
Wow.
£785. Thank you so much for keeping those donations coming in. We really appreciate it. And well, I think we're definitely gonna, with a good chance of hitting that £850 target, which would be really, really, really good for a small local charity like Cambridge Women's Aid. So on into round 2 now. This round is called That's Number One. All of the answers we're looking for are numbers, and the first 10 are in ascending order. All of those numbers will be starting with the lowest number answers in the first question, and then up to the highest number answers for question 10. And then after that, we have a bonus question, which is not in order, and we just want to see what weird numbers we get for that one. So, question 1. How many countries border Lesotho? Okay, question number 2. In which millennium BC were the Giza pyramids built? So my little brother asks what beer I'm drinking. This is a tribute, a Cornish pale ale. There we go. No idea where you can buy it. So the format for that last question, question 2, is so if it was in the 10th millennium BC, you would say 10. which would
Yeah,
be
so we're
the
looking for 1,
9,000s.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, something like that. Not 2,000, 3,000, 4,000.
Hope that makes sense. Number 3. How many actors have played the character Batman in full-length live-action films?
Can you repeat that last one, Hannah?
Was that the question, or it might have been the answer to Peter's question?
Peter messing everything up for everyone.
I put a reply in the chat. Hopefully that covers that. Let us know if it doesn't, and I'll clarify again. Question number 4. What is Usain Bolt's 100-meter world record time? And we'll give you a 20th of a second leeway either way. His opponents wouldn't, but we will. No, it does not, because that's not been released. Yeah, so that last question about Batman does not include the in production one. Okay, question number 5. How many permanent judges does the UK Supreme Court have? Okay, moving on to question number 6. What percentage of Liberal Democrat MPs in the history of the party are women? So we'll accept 5% either way on this. And just to clarify, in the history of the party, we mean since the merger between the Liberal Party and the SDP. Obviously, we've not had many MPs, so it's quite easy to count compared to other parties. So question number 7. Remember, these answers are going in ascending order. In 2018, fashion house Balenciaga released 10-inch platform Crocs. How much did they cost in US dollars? And we'll accept $50 either way around the answer. And question 8. What is the name of one of the most famous collections of Islamic folk tales? Blank Arabian Nights. Okay, number 9. In what year was Netflix founded? And you can have a year either way on this one. And question 10. When did England last win a Rugby World Cup? Couldn't resist getting the rugby questions in there. Okay, so now on to the bonus question. So this one is not in order for all of the other ones. And the question is, the surface area of the moon is about 38 million square kilometers. How many times could Wales fit on its surface? So we'll give you a chance to digest that, and obviously if you need to go back and adjust some of your earlier answers based on any later ones, then so that bonus question is not in order, remember. We are packing that Wales in as tight as can be. I don't even know if Wales calculates, to be honest, so just purely the numbers. Yeah, it's the country.
Okay, so I think it's Sophie next.
Yeah, so round number 3 is based on where in the world. And the first question, so the answer is either a country or a city. Question number 1. The 1985 Live Aid concerts were held in which 2 cities?
So for this question, you need both cities for a mark.
Okay, question number 2. In which country would you find the village of Itaby, whose nearby quarry is linked to the discovery of 10 chemical elements? Itaby is spelt Ytterby.
Freddie,
What?
can you update the question?
Oh,
Resign.
resign indeed. It might be worth announcing. In a sec, can people hear me? Did I mute myself? No, I didn't mute myself this time. It's worth announcing that the tracker on the website has not quite updated because, as I say, that thing's a complete hack because their API doesn't work. But if you include gift aid, which our target does not, but if you do include gift aid, we have just passed £900 in donations.
Oh my god.
So
It's amazing.
the charity will be receiving £900 worth of
That's incredible.
donations from this already. But it would be fantastic if people could keep donating, and perhaps we can go for some of our stretch goals later in the evening.
Wow, that's amazing. So question number 3. In which city are the world headquarters of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints? And question number 4. Which city in New Zealand is home to the Crusaders Super Rugby's most successful team? I'm sensing a theme here, Hannah. And moving very swiftly on to question number 5. In which Belgian town were American paratroopers surrounded during the Battle of Bulge in December 1944? Question number 6. What city is in the background of Edvard Munch's painting The Scream? And question number 7. So Bill Danoff co-wrote John Denver's hit Take Me Home, Country Roads with his then partner Taffy Nibbett. But which northeastern state does he hail from and almost used in place of West Virginia in the song's lyrics? Sorry. Have you messaged your family, Freddie? Are they going to bring you tea? Oh gosh, no one can hear you. Scrap that, audience. Ah. So, question 8. Which country contains the point of land which is furthest away from any ocean? And now on to our 9th question. In which country were peri peri chilies originally produced? And sadly, on to the final question, number 10. In which country is the source of the Blue Nile found? Now, I pity you all because I'm awful at geography, and the number of these I would have gotten would have been very few. But I'm sure you've all done absolutely fabulously. But that's sadly the end of my round. Give you some seconds to finish it up. Okay, yeah, so I believe we're moving on to round 4, which is Lara. I'm sorry to all my fans who'd like me to stay, but we must share. So take it away.
So on to round 4, and this round is a linking round. So all of the answers 1 to 9 are linked in some way, and then question 10 will be to find the link. So question 1. The Motera Stadium in India is the largest stadium purpose-built for which sport? And on to question 2. The name of which French mathematician, physicist, and philosopher is used as an SI-derived unit of pressure defined as 1 Newton per square meter? Question 3. Which novel by British author John le Carré describes the efforts of spymaster George Smiley to uncover a Soviet mole in the British Secret Intelligence Service? In 2011, it was made into a film starring Gary Oldman, Colin Firth, and Tom Hardy. Question 4. A mob, a clan, and a gang are collective terms for a group of what small African mammal? Question 5. In architecture, what is the name of a carved grotesque figurine with a spout designed to drain water from a roof and off the side of a building? Question 6. What 5-letter word is both a common household item and London slang meaning to notice, realise, or catch on to something?
I know at least one person's got the link already, so I'm glad it wasn't impossible.
Question 7. Which winged creature from Greek mythology was said to have sprung from the blood issuing from the neck of the Gorgon Medusa? Question 8. Spider, horseshoe, coconut, and ghost are all types of what creature? Question 9. What is the name of the 2002 psychological thriller that is a prequel to The Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal? And finally, question 10 is to find the link between the previous 9 answers. So that is sadly the end of my round. We'll now be taking a short break of about 10 minutes, and the Google Forms will still be open, so you can confer amongst your teams and add any answers that you forgot. And it's a great time to donate. And at the end of that break, Freddie's going to be adding up the scores, and we'll get a sort of halfway sense of where teams are. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Yeah, so
It's 9 o'clock now, so shall we close the Google form at 10 past 9?
yeah, so we'll take a 10-minute break, and then when we close the Google form, we'll have round 5, during which I will frantically try and add up as many of your scores as possible. Hopefully, we'll get through as many as possible, and then we will be giving a halfway score if we are ready to by the end of round 5. But yeah, let's have a 5-minute break. I don't know, I've got a break screen here in which I can remind you all to remain indoors, as they say on the quiz broadcast. And also that if you haven't yet, it would be absolutely fantastic if you could to donate to our charity drive. We are doing incredibly well. I think we're unfortunately the tracker doesn't update as quickly as we'd like, but it's just already an incredible amount of money, and it's such an amazing cause. Yeah, I'm gonna go make that cup of tea.
We could do some. I've seen.
Right, I'll leave it on. Whoever's speaking on the Skype call gets to be on the stream. Enjoy.
I think my favourite name so far has got to be Quentin Quarantino, who has he's donated the very specific amount of £15.69. Thank you very much, Quentin. So the picture round is an option on that page, kula.org.uk/quiz. There should be a link there for a Google Doc to fill in the picture round. Yeah.
So we were going to post the questions, but the format that they're in is not uploading well to the group. So if people don't mind, you can put any questions that you'd like repeated in the chat, and I will read them out again. all of round one, please. Yeah, I'll speed through round one. Question one, we have a Canadian rapper, Hotline Bling, and a 16th century sea captain who is a favourite of Elizabeth I. Question two, we have a British monarch from the Dutch Republic and a British socialist artist. Question three, we have a rugby union player with most international appearances and an American singer-songwriter who's known for All Night Long and Endless Love. Question four, the editor-in-chief of Vogue and a character from a Tolstoy novel who had an affair with a young count. Question five, Scottish economist, the author of Wealth of Nations and the founder of the first permanent English settlement in America, Jamestown. Question six, a Russian revolutionary, political theorist who served as the head of Soviet Russia in the 1920s and the author of Lolita. Question seven, Nobel Prize winning author of Beloved and lead singer of The Doors. Question eight, Scottish inventor of the telephone and an English writer, archaeologist who shaped British policy towards Iraq in the early 20th century. Question nine, the German astronomer known for his laws of planetary motion and a German goldsmith and inventor known for the printing press. And the final question was the leader of the Conservative Party who attended St Hugh's, Oxford, and a Catholic nun who was intensely disliked by Christopher Hitchens.
Is there any way we can put some of these questions as comments? Maybe, or just copy and paste and put them on the event page?
Not really. It would take a very large amount of formatting. Bonus question from round two was the surface area of the moon is 38 million square kilometers. How many times could Wales fit on its surface? I put that one in the chat so you can do any maths. Seven, 8, and 9 from round three. The co-writer of Take Me Home, Country Roads originally was going to use a different northeastern state in place of West Virginia in the song lyrics. Which state was he going to use? Question 8, which country contains the point of land furthest away from any ocean? And question 9, in which country were peri peri chilies originally produced?
Oh, we've just got a lovely shot of me eating a cocktail sausage there on the screen. Brilliant, just what we wanted. Somebody has asked for all of round two, so we'll go back through that one.
Round two, I can I'll put it in the chat because the questions are shorter. So this is round two going into the chat in order. So I just posted question one, that's question two.
Brilliant, thank you, Laura. Remember, they are all in ascending order, apart from the bonus question, which we are just very excited to see how big or small you all think Wales is.
I want a big spread. So that's all of round two in the chat. Kier wants round one, question 8. Kier, round one, question 8 was the Scottish-born inventor credited with designing the first practical telephone and an English writer, traveller and archaeologist who was instrumental in shaping British policy concerning Iraq in the early 20th century. Tom says none, Wales can't survive in space. Tom, 6 in round 4, I've just put in the chat what 5-letter word is both a common household item and London slang meaning to notice, realise, or catch on to something. Yep, I'll do that now, Freddie.
Shout out to a donation that's come in from Culk. And the comment says Freddie, Danny, Gabriel in that order. You might have to elaborate on what exactly you're suggesting there. Thanks as well to Michael and Sam, Charissa, Anna Milne, an anonymous Patreon. Thank you very much.
Hannah, you remind me of those telecommercial people.
What would I be selling, do you think?
NATO.
Albert Leroy
Okay.
has commented with a shout out to Swest. That's a new one.
Okay, so I think you have 1 more minute to submit your forms, and then Freddie's going to shut the
I'm gonna
form
shut it to
for the
responses.
first half.
We've
So you
had,
won't be able to submit if you don't submit in the next minute.
We've had 30 teams have joined in with some brilliant team names. The ones I can read out include let's have a look. Blood, Sweat and Quiz. The concept of the Comic Sans font. Quentin Quarantino. The Cleggheads. I like that one. The Cleggheads. Professor Quizwitty. That's great. Quizzy Rascal. And this one, which seems to have cheated the system, has submitted with the team names. The teams above us have, in various ways, cheated. Brackets, contact us for proof, and therefore we are the real winners. So let's, unless there's anyone with a pressing reason why I shouldn't, I am going to close the form. Yes? I think everyone can hear me. I'm not muted. Right. I'm going to close the form now. Not accepting responses. Do we want to go on to the next half?
Yep.
I may be even slower at changing the questions at this point if I try and mark.
So someone's asked where the link to donate is. So the link that's in the description of this video, if you click on that, it will take you to the Lockdown Charity Drive quiz page, and there's a link there for the donation page.
You can also go to cooler.org.uk/CWA for Cambridge Women's Aid, and that will also take you straight to the donation page.
So it hasn't updated yet because the stream is slow. But if you go to the page, we're now at £820 and 911 plus gift aid. So that's amazing.
Yeah, I think we can. Wow, we're really close to hitting 1,000 with gift aid. That's not a small amount. That's good.
So Peter's asked, you can keep the picture round until the end of the quiz. When you submit the second half form, that's when you can submit your picture. So you don't need to rush through those now.
So we'll crack on with round 5 then. So this round is called Who Said It? So these will be quotes, and we would like the name of the book or the film that it comes from, and the name of the character who said it. So number 1. Now, prisoner 24601, your time is up and your parole's begun.
Not to correct you, Hannah, but I think it's more recognisable as 24601 rather than
I literally know that,
24601.
and I don't know why I said 0. Yeah, I have no idea why I said that. 24601. Good start. Freddie, are we updating the? Brilliant. Okay, question number 2. Get busy living or get busy dying? And number 3. It takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to our enemies, but a great deal more to stand up to our friends. Number 4. So we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past. And number 5. If I blow the conch and they don't come back, then we've had it. We shan't keep the fire going. Well, that was an attempt at what a conch probably sounds like, but it didn't really work. And on to question number 6. Nobody puts baby in the corner. I don't know quite a few of these, so hopefully my cadence is kind of right for it. Otherwise, I apologise.
Someone thinks that 9.5 actors have played Batman.
Okay. Question number 7. Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale and not the lark that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear.
That was beautiful, Hannah.
Thank you.
Who my name? Apparently someone's put Laura for the Vladimir Lenin question.
Okay, question number 8. Mein Führer, I can walk. And number 9. Oh, it's quite simple. If you are a friend, you speak the password and the doors will open. Freddie is the prompt getting through PowerPoint. So I'll just go number 8 again, just for everybody who missed it. Number 8 is Mein Führer, I can walk. And question 9 should be on your screens. Oh, it's quite simple. If you're a friend, you speak the password and the doors will open. I'll give you another 30 seconds to get those ones down. I'm really not very well read, so I didn't get quite a lot of these ones that were books. And question 10. Why sometimes I've believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. Right. Oh, I just realised that I forgot at the end of my numbering round to do a let's rotate the board. That's very, very upsetting. I had that joke pre-planned and everything, but oh well. I'll hand you back over to Laura for the next round?
Yep. Yes, I am marking, but Hannah, will you take over? Will you take over from me?
Yep.
Okay.
Can do.
I'm on question 8 of round 2. Okay. Okay, so round 6 is herstory round. So we're looking for females in history. So, question 1. Which abolitionist and feminist author wrote the frequently adapted novel Little Women? Yep, I'll give a bit more time between the rounds in this round. Yeah, someone's pointed out that on the Google form, I think it says where in the world for round 6, but just ignore that. It'll still go in the right place when it's being marked. We've just got the wrong name on there. Okay, question 2. What was the name of the Dutch exotic dancer who was convicted of spying for Germany during the First World War and executed by firing squad in France? I'm getting a lot of abuse for this incorrect name on that form. I'm sorry. I know it says where in the world. Just ignore that. It is the right form if it's the second half form. Okay, question 3. Which Mexican artist was reported to have had a love affair with former Soviet leader Leon Trotsky? Stage name is fine for question 2. Okay, question 4. Who is the only woman to have lain in honor in the US state capitol? Question 5. Credited with liberating women from the constraints of corseted silhouettes, who is described by the writer Colette as resembling a small black bull with her tuft of curly black hair? Question 6. Which English mathematician is known for her contribution to the creation of a mechanical general-purpose computer and is recognised as one of the first computer programmers? She's also the daughter of Lord Byron. Question 7. Which Hanover-born philosopher is the author of The Human Condition and Eichmann in Jerusalem? Question 8. Which American-born politician was the first female member of parliament to take her seat, serving from 1919 to 1945? Okay, some people say I went out a bit there. I'll repeat that one. Which American-born politician was the first female member of parliament to take her seat, serving from 1919 to 1945? Yes, Peter. House of Commons. Okay, question 9. The name of which Greek lyric poet from the island of Lesbos became the basis for a word that means to relate to female homosexuality? Okay, and the last question of this round, question 10. Which often overlooked English chemist and X-ray crystallographer played a central role in elucidating the molecular structures of DNA, RNA, viruses, coal, and graphite? I've put the Q9 question in the chat because I know the prompt didn't go up. Okay, does anyone need any repeats from that round? I put them in the chat.
And I think we might have some scores coming soon.
Hannah, shall we run through the answers from the first round before we do the scores?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay, I'll start with round 1 and I'll quickly run through all the answers. I'm not going to go up as far as we've gone now, only as far as the first form that you submitted. So the first round was Who Are We? So I'm not going to read all the questions again, I'll just read the answers. So the answers were Drake and Sir Francis Drake, William of Orange and William Morris, Richie McCaw and Lionel Richie, Anna Wintour and Anna Karenina, Adam Smith and John Smith, Vladimir Lenin and Vladimir Nabokov, Toni Morrison and Jim Morrison, Alexander Graham Bell and Gertrude Bell, Johannes Kepler and Johannes Gutenberg, and the one that I think everyone got, Theresa May and Mother Teresa, those oft compared individuals. Hannah, do you want to do round two?
Yeah. So on to round two. So one country borders Lesotho. The pyramids were built in the 3rd millennium BC, the Giza pyramids, that is. 6 actors have played Batman in full-length live-action films. Let's see, did anybody get that?
Yeah, some people did.
Yeah, some people did. Somebody said 9.5. Yeah, that's close. Usain Bolt's 100-meter time, world record time, is 9.58 seconds. Lots of people got that. Obviously, people remember watching that. There are 12 permanent judges on the Supreme Court in the UK. It is 24.2% for those female Liberal Democrat MPs. Those 10-inch Crocs, which look amazing, by the way, you should definitely look them up. They were $850. There are 1,001 Arabian Nights. Netflix, incredibly enough, was founded in 1997, which means, I mean, if some of you are, if you're a fresher, or probably, God, how old are freshers?
I think they're younger than you
probably
think,
everybody. Probably everybody watching this is actually younger than Netflix. And a lot of people tripped over on this last one. When did England last win a Rugby World Cup? The answer is 2014, when the women won. So hard luck if you put 2003 for that one. And finally, how many times could Wales fit on the moon? There are some fantastic answers.
So I found the range. The range is from 8 times to 1,500,000 times.
Yeah. So we did give about 500 either way, but the answer is that Wales would fit on the moon 1,829 times, which, I mean, I don't really have anything as a yardstick for that, but it's quite. Is that big? Is the moon big? Is Wales small? Who knows? Moving on to round 3. That was London and Philadelphia, a Live Aid. Sweden is where the village of Ytterby is. The headquarters of the Latter-day Saints are in Salt Lake City in Utah. I think most people got that. Crusaders playing Christchurch. The Belgian town was Bastogne. The Scream looks down onto Oslo. Lots of people at this one as well. Massachusetts was indeed almost in place of West Virginia. Do you
want to sing it with Massachusetts, Hannah?
Do I want to? Not really. Not really. I think that would be. I want to sing it with Grange Road, really. But
I just want to say that we have smashed through our target on my screen, at least, of £850 to make it to 882, and I've finally fixed the counter, so it should be back on your screens and saying the correct number, or at least a number that's higher than 700.
It is, wow.
Thank you,
fantastic.
Freddie.
And yeah, wow, nearly £1,000, including gift aid. That's incredible. Keep those donations coming in. Just seen one from Selwyn College FemSoc. Thank you very much. So back to those questions. Point furthest away from any ocean is China. It's very close to the border with Kazakhstan, which some of you guessed, but yeah, that was difficult. Peri peri chilies are from Mozambique, and Ethiopia is the source of the Blue Nile.
Okay, and then the final round before the break was the linking round. And I'm pretty pleased. I think most teams got the link, so that's good. Okay, so the first question, the Motera Stadium in India is the largest cricket stadium. The French mathematician was Blaise Pascal. The John le Carré novel is Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. A mob, a clan, and a gang is a collective term for meerkats. The carved grotesque figurines are gargoyles. The 5-letter word item and London slang is clock. The winged figure from Greek mythology is Pegasus. Spider, horseshoe, coconut, and ghost are all types of crab. And the psychological thriller was Red Dragon. So if you didn't get the link the first time and you got some extra answers there, you may have noticed that they're all Disney sidekicks. So we accepted all in Disney movies or all princess sidekicks. So it was Jiminy Cricket from Pinocchio, Pascal from Tangled, Tinkerbell from Peter Pan, Timon the meerkat from The Lion King, the gargoyles in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Cogsworth the clock in Beauty and the Beast, Pegasus in Hercules, Sebastian the crab in Little Mermaid, and my favourite, Mushu the red dragon in Mulan. So Freddie is about to give you your halfway scores. Freddie, are you sure you're not muted? So Freddie just read Hannah and I your scores
And to keep the tension, I won't read them again. So we know them, but no. Okay. Oh, good God. I'll do that again. And apologies.
Thanks, Josh.
Flawless.
On 16 is Where is Charissa? St John's Femsock on 16.5. Lads Night on 18. The Independent Group for Jonathan Meades on 18.5. Bat Out of Hell on 19. Trinity Feminist Society on 19.5. Maddie Fisher on 20. Death Before Dishonour on 20. Zoe et al. On 21. Kuka Lads and Quentin Quarantino on 22. Angus, Thongs and Social Distancing, Comic Sans Font, Gerton Gowls and Molle Hus on 23.5, JIGL on 24, Gonville and Tits and Forgotten Netflix Passwords on 24.5, Tom Let the Side Down, Fionnery Moleman and the 1988 Club on 26, Professor Quizwitty, Viva la Vulva and the Hawkheads on 26.5. The teams above us have, in various ways, cheated on 27. A Rum of One's Own, also on 27. Victoria's Secret on 27.5. Quizzy Rascal on 28. Sydney Sussex Gods on 28.5, Blood, Sweat and Quiz and Evidence-Based Glee Clubbing on 29.5, Connor Newell on 31, then in second place with an incredible 33.5 points are the Cleggheads, leaving in first place with 35 points Rob and his Independent Women. But there's very much all to play for, including with the final round and the picture round, which you both still have chance to submit. I once again
So that
apologise.
doesn't include the women's round, which I think will have changed things up quite significantly. So Hannah, do you want to do the next round?
Yeah, okay. So this will be round 7. This is another link round. Remains to be seen if I've made it too hard or too easy. I mean, I didn't get Laura's, so you're definitely all smarter than me. Okay, question 1. Hopefully Freddie's putting up the PowerPoint. Question 1. Which Hellenic military formation consisted of rows of spear-armed soldiers? And number 2. First used by Benito Mussolini in the 1920s, what name is given to the side which fought against the Allies in World War II? So I've just noticed that the screen is on.
Yeah, it's on
Laura.
me, Freddie. Can you change it to Hannah?
But it is me talking. Number 3. By what name is a right rectangular prism more commonly known?
Have you changed it to Hannah, Freddie, or is it still me?
Okay, wonderful. Question 4. Which ancient Mesopotamian written language comprised of wedge-shaped marks on clay tablets? I did the cadence of that wrong. Let's try that again, shall we? Which ancient Mesopotamian written language comprised of wedge-shaped marks on clay tablets? It was the language of choice for the Sumerians and the Assyrians. There we go. That's better. Laura wrote that question, Peter, so take that up with her.
Writing system, Peter. Yeah, Freddie, can you update the prompt? I'll put it in the chat as well.
Number.
Sorry, Freddie's
Oh,
multitasking now because he's marking and he's updating.
Just about to go on to question 5. Okay, so number 5. Which word can refer to an architectural feature supporting a high ceiling and the act of making fun of someone in a friendly way, much as we do to Peter?
We've passed £900, which is incredible.
Damn, that's so good. Question number 6. Which art form, pioneered by Jules Léotard, involves performing on a short bar suspended by ropes? Bet I butchered his name there, but oh well. Are we keeping up on the questions, Freddie? Oh, see, Alicia, I'm way ahead of you. We're on it with him. We know. Freddie's very busy marking and doing spreadsheet wizardry. Question number 7. Which word for a collection of maps was coined by the geographer Gerardus Mercator in reference to a Titan from Greek mythology? Number 8. What was the largest empire in the Americas before the arrival of Christopher Columbus? Apologies if you just heard somebody skateboarding past my window over the microphone. Question 9. Which member of a rowing crew is responsible for the steering? I imagine all the boaties in Cambridge will be thrilled that I included a sports question that wasn't about rugby. Which type of boat? The boats on the River Cam. I wasn't aware that there was a specific type that rowing crews rowed in. Not a canoe, put it that way. And number 10 is just the link question. How are all of those previous 9 questions linked? So we'll give you time to have a think about that one before we pass you back to Laura. So some more donations that I've seen. We've had one from Lara, had one from Maddie Fisher, thank you. Alexander, thank you, Alexander. Who else was here that we? Eliza Harry, I don't know if we did a shout out to her, thank you very much. And going further back in the day, we had Lucy, a very generous one from Jenny. Thank you very much, Jenny. We had Alfie Robinson, Kushti, Owen McKay, who has done his own bit of a political promotion there.
Is it about Welsh nationalism?
Hopefully he got that question about Wales on the move correct, otherwise I think he loses his citizenship, right?
He may have been the one who said 300, overestimating the size of Wales.
Connor O'Prey, thank you. AR, Danny Davidson Gang. I don't know if that is Danny Davidson or
it's not. Danny submitted earlier.
Josh Newman, Sophie. Oh, okay, there's Danny as well. Thank you, Danny. Aman, Andy McKay, another Lara, or possibly the same Lara donating again. Thank you, Friezo. Thank you, Kieran Spores. Another Lara, popular name that. Amy L, Freddie I, Phoebe Abbott, and Henry W. That's, yeah, fantastic to see so many people. If you are looking at the Virgin Giving site, we've upped our target to around old £1,000, and
which is way more than we expected to get when we decided to do a quiz. So thank you for so many people having done the quiz and for donating so generously. And to all the societies that have done it with us and brought more people than we could have got on our own. Yeah,
it's really fantastic to see all of these different societies working together for, yeah, what is a really, really important cause at any time, but especially at the moment.
Okay, I'm just putting all of the questions for that round in the chat because I know people might want to go over them again so that they can try and get the link. And then we'll go on to the final round. Okay, so the way that the last round works is that it's a double or nothing round. So only answer a question if you're sure you're right, because any wrong answer will score you 0 for the last round. The rest of your scores won't matter, but if you answer question 1, 2, and 3 correct, and then question 4 wrong, you'll score 0. For every correct answer that you get, you'll score double, so 2 points. So make some clever judgments. I'm going to quickly go over the answers the previous round so that you can have an idea of how you're doing, so that you know how much you want to risk on the final round.
Yeah, we can't do that because they've not.
Oh yeah, they haven't handed in. Okay, well you'll just have to take.
That was very nearly.
You'll have to just take your guess how much you want to. I don't think. Well, I don't think
That was
people
very
would
nearly a massive irretrievable data loss, wasn't
it? Okay, so the final round, sudden death. Any wrong answer and you score 0. Question 1. Which city is cited in the Guinness Book of World Records as having the highest concentration of marble buildings in the world, and what country is it in? Question 2. Who was Henry VIII's third wife? Question 3. In which country would you find the Nazca Lines? Freddie, can you change the... Question 4. Which artist painted The Great Wave off Kanagawa? Question 5. Which figure from Greek mythology fell madly in love with his reflection and, on realizing that it could not love him back, turned into a small white and yellow flower? Question 6. Which 4 letters represent the 4 nucleotides that make up the genetic code? Question 7. Who coined the term meme? Or meme, as I think Sophie once referred to it. Question 8. Which famous novel was conceived of while telling ghost stories during a mini lockdown in a villa near Lake Geneva in 1816, the infamous Year Without a Summer? Freddie, can you update the... Nice, thanks. Thank you, Alex, for keeping Freddie on the balls. I'll put them in the chat as well, just... Okay, question 9. Who composed the opera Tosca? Okay, and the final question of the quiz. Which animal rights activist is the current CEO of Big Cat Rescue? She murdered her ex-husband.
Do we need to say allegedly there, or
Well, no, I don't think so.
in case the lawyers are watching?
Josh thinks we should innocent until proven guilty. Yeah. No. Feed him to the lions. Okay, so shall we say it's 1:15 now? Shall we say until 25 past to submit the picture round and the second round answers?
I think we'll keep the picture round open while we do some marking for that second half.
Can they hear you, Freddie, or do you want me to say that? Okay, so you have until 20 past to submit your answers for the previous rounds and until 1/2 to submit the picture round. So in the next 5 minutes, ask me any questions that you need repeated. So Tom wants question 4 of the last round, which was which artist painted the Great Wave off Kanagawa? I'll put it in the chat. And five is which figure from Greek mythology fell madly in love with his own reflection and, on realizing it couldn't love him back, turned into a small flower? Round 6, question 5, Sam, was credited with liberating woman from the constraints of corseted silhouettes, who is described by the writer Colette as resembling a small black bull with her tuft of curly black hair? Thanks, Freddie. Last round of question 9. Who composed the opera Tosca? Okay, you have 2 minutes to submit the form for the questions for the second half. You can keep the picture round until 1/2 while we get marking. Um,
Okay, get those forms in. We will be closing the form in a couple of minutes, maybe just 1 minute, and then we will be starting to mark as Hannah and Laura read the answers.
do you want to do a countdown, Freddie?
Okay.
Sense of urgency.
Doesn't really make a huge amount of difference because obviously.
Countdown, Freddie.
Here's Lara.
Hey.
Sophie should be joining us too. But countdown doesn't really work because obviously there's a lag. So.
Ooh.
Well, that means. Oh yeah, that's a good point.
But I'll be closing the form in 30 seconds my time. So make sure it's in.
People still asking for repeats, so we should maybe just postpone.
Okay, postpone for a minute.
Okay, Laura's putting them in the chat. So. Bless you, Laura.
Thanks.
How did your team do, Laura?
I think there's a deliberating about whether to risk it on the double or nothing round, but
Ooh.
Mm.
That is the purpose of the round.
All will be revealed.
it's a very tense quiz. How did your team do, Sophie?
Am I online?
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah, no, our team actually is doing quite well.
You're
thought-
the one with the annoying name, right? That like everyone else is cheating. Ask us.
Yeah.
If you... Yeah.
the amazingly annoying, made up by Keir, by the way, but we didn't have anything better. No, I think we were like ninth or something. I'm proud of them. I mean, obviously, I wasn't really part of most of them answering anything, but
Yeah.
how big success, really.
You can imagine how much that ridiculously long name has messed up the Excel sheet aesthetics.
I am so sorry, Freddie. Not really sorry, but yes. Oh, God. It's a really good quiz, though. You guys, I really love the Disney link. I was so
that was
sad
really good.
I was playing in that round because I
Well, that's why I told you and Lauren, not to look at the answers. I suspected you'd like to be part of that round. Kira's throwing you under the bus, Sophie, for the team name.
What? I need to. How am I being accused? See, I don't like when I can't see it. This is just sneaky. I'm gonna get the YouTube up.
Freddie, do you want to do
adamant it
a
was you.
countdown, Freddie, and then
Right.
only turn it off when you see it come up on stream, maybe?
That's a bit tough, isn't it? I mean, we're past time now, so I would just close it, Freddie.
Okay, can we get on with some answers then?
So, what was the beginning of this? Okay,
So
number
this was
5. Do you want to do 5, Hannah?
yeah. So this was the one where we wanted both the source of the quote, a book, a film, or a musical, and then which character had said it. I think it'll be half a point for each. Is that right?
Yes, it's half for the character, half for the correct work.
Brilliant. Okay, so prisoner 24601.
Horrible.
That's obviously Les Miserables, Javert.
Woo.
Ooh.
Get Busy Living or Get Busy Dying. And that is The Shawshank Redemption. You can have either Andy or Red for that. I'm just reading the answer off the thing. I've not actually seen that film, so I don't know what Andy or Red means, but I assume
Yeah,
it's
if
either one of
anyone
them.
thinks I'm wrong, they can fight me.
Number 3 takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to our enemies, but a great deal more to stand up to our friends. Is, of course, Albus Dumbledore in the first Harry Potter
My
book.
favourite question. Absolute favourite.
That was very good.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that was by far the best.
So We Beat On, Boats Against the Current, Borne Back Ceaselessly into the Past. That's The Great Gatsby. So Nick Carraway. If I blow the conch and they don't come back, then we've had it. We shan't keep the fire going. That's Ralph in Lord of the Flies. Not read that one either. I've only seen the Simpsons episode. Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner. That's Johnny from Dirty Dancing.
Oh.
Number 7,
Mm, mm. I don't know. What do you think? He's not a character.
I feel like I don't know why I have an opinion because obviously I've never seen the film. So somebody else decide that, please.
Yeah, make an executive decision, Chair. I mean, it is correct. It is that he is the actor.
Yeah, I'd probably say I'd say be nice. I say be nice.
We're a charitable organisation.
It's already half a mark.
Half of a half. So a quarter mark.
Okay. So, wilt thou be gone? It's not yet near day. It was the nightingale and not the lark that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. That's Juliet in Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, we were so close.
We had a 50-50 chance.
Mein Führer, I Can Walk. That is Dr. Strangelove from Dr. Strangelove.
I put that one in for my dad.
And oh wow, Mr. Ryan put in the chat whether you got that, please.
I'm not certain Mr. Ryan is capable of putting in the chat. I got it. I know that he did.
My dad posted in the chat, so
Who's
clearly
your
within.
dad?
My dad.
Oh yeah,
Question about
yeah. He said thanks, CHX.
I know he's down with it. Yeah, my mum just replies to texts with KK. I know. Number 9. Hi, Dad. Number 9. Oh, it's quite simple. If you're a friend, you speak the password and the doors will open. That is Gandalf in Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Outside the mines? Moria? Is that it?
That is it, yeah.
There you go. I did know one of them. Where sometimes I've believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. This is Alice from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. I also, I got this one wrong. I thought it was Douglas Adams, but I think Douglas Adams was just referencing it, and I wasn't clever enough to realise. So I will see if anybody else made exactly the same mistake as me. Thank you very much for the Keen poster compliment. I'm a very big Keen fan, and I will not apologise for that. Laura, next round.
Yes, okay, so the next round was herstory. So the abolitionist and feminist author who wrote Little Women is Louisa May Alcott. The Dutch exotic dancer who is executed is Mata Hari. The Mexican artist who had an affair with Trotsky is Frida Kahlo. The only woman to have lain in honor in the Capitol is Rosa Parks. The woman who liberated other women from the constraints of corset silhouettes is Coco Chanel. The mathematician and computer scientist is Ada Lovelace. The philosopher who wrote The Human Condition is Hannah Arendt. The politician, first MP to take her seat, was Nancy Astor. The Greek lyric poet from the island of Lesbos was Sappho, so the word being sapphic. And the overlooked English chemist and X-ray crystallographer is, of course, Rosalind Franklin.
Lara and Sophie, how are you? How are your teams doing?
That was
those answers, do you think?
That was a brilliant round. I think we got like 9.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, I think we got all but Rosa Parks.
We didn't get Rosalind Franklin, unfortunately.
But needed a scientist on that team.
I know. We're a team of 3 HSBSs and 1 law student, and we're slightly lacking. Should have thought about this before.
Hannah, do you want to do the link round?
Yeah. Okay, so the Hellenic military formation is a phalanx. And the side who fought against the Allies was the Axis. A right rectangular prism is a cuboid, this was a really hard one. I didn't know, but that Laura submitted for us. The ancient Mesopotamian written language used by the Sumerians and the Assyrians is cuneiform.
Well, it's
I
hard
don't
to
know how you expected anybody to get that one.
Well, I mean,
Laura,
we
to be
had
honest.
the word cuneiform, and we had to find a question to fit
Oh,
it
that's-
rather than the
yeah.
other way around. And
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that that was a word, though. I didn't even know that. Sorry, that was another
No,
meaning for
Can
it.
I pipe in that we actually got that one, and I've never been so impressed
Wow,
with the quiz
your
question.
dad
Brilliant.
got it,
my,
Hannah.
my
not
dad
me,
got it.
yeah.
Oh, you didn't teach it to me though, did you?
Ah,
Shame.
I've been instructed by Peter to object to the Astor question, but
I think he's objecting to my phraseology of it.
his national pride is roaring, apparently.
What a dad indeed. Well done, Mark. Architectural feature that will support a high ceiling and the act of making fun of somebody in a friendly way, as we all do to Peter. That is a rib. The art form pioneered by Jules Lyotard. I won't try and butcher that name for a second time. That is trapeze. And number 7, collection of maps referring to a Titan is, of course, Atlas, who was punished and made to hold up the sky. The largest empire in the Americas, pre-Christopher Columbus, was the Incas. As I feel like probably everybody in Cambridge must surely know, because rowers do talk a lot. A cox steers the boat. And the link, let me have a look and see if anybody got that link.
I know at least one team did, but they
think we
messaged me
got it.
to ask to put the answer in retrospectively.
Freddie, I can't work your spreadsheet, but
I'll check.
oh, I'm clicking the wrong one. That's why I can't work. Yeah, a solid number of people have said that yes, they are bones. Yeah, we'll accept anatomy, I think, or parts of the body. Indiana Jones. That's an interesting attempt at the link. Greek etymology. Oh shit! I hope they don't all secretly actually fill into that.
Okay,
Otherwise
so
I'm going to have to give a mark for that.
we'll do the last one.
can't
We don't
be
want to
all
keep people
Greek,
up
can
too
they?
late.
No, I felt like this is Latin.
No, Inca can't be Greek, surely.
No, it isn't,
Some of them
so.
will be Latin. I'm sorry, whichever team that was. I'm sorry, Victoria.
Freddie, how are you doing with adding up the scores? Okay, Hannah, do you want to help Freddie Mark while I do the last?
Yeah.
And then if you can submit your picture rounds now, please. I'll say 1 minute to submit your picture round if you haven't already done it. Okay, so the last round, the sudden death round, where if you get any wrong, you get nothing, and for all the ones you got correct, you get 2 points. The highest concentration of marble buildings is in Ashgabat in Turkmenistan, which is a totally bizarre place. If you haven't seen it, you should look it up. Henry VIII's third wife was Jane Seymour. The Nazca lines could be found in Peru. The Great Wave off Kanagawa was painted by Hokusai. The figure from Greek mythology who fell in love with his own reflection is Narcissus. The letters, nucleotides that make up the genetic code are A, C, G, and T. The term meme was coined by Richard Dawkins. The novel that was conceived of during lockdown in The Year Without a Summer was Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Tosca was composed by Puccini. And the animal rights activist is, of course, Carol fucking Baskin. So that's all of the answers to the quiz. You should have an idea of how you've done. Freddie, do you want to add Laura and Sophie back? And I'll help you and Hannah. Can you put it on the just like everyone view? Thanks. Yeah.
We're online. Also, apologies to any non-Cambridge teams for any Cambridge answers. And apologies for some of my friends who have been very active on the chat, so I'm so sorry.
Just seeing we're 66p away from £1,000 plus gift aid, which is so exciting.
Would anyone like to donate 66p to get us to that 1,000 target? I'm actually tempted just to, for the roundness of it.
I think someone deliberately added enough money that it would be 69p.
No.
Okay, so picture rounds. You have 30 seconds to submit your picture rounds. Sophie, do you have any stand-up comedy you can do for the next 2 minutes while we write the...
Stand-up comedy? No, I have nothing. If I was a Footlights member, you really should have picked the women's team.
Is Lawrence
more
around?
selectively. Is Lawrence around? Or, Friezo or Gabriel could make a sudden appearance. But alas, no. Anyone have any interesting tales from their lockdown to annoy everyone on this call with? No.
And everyone on the live stream too.
Everyone on the
Capacity
live
for annoying people is very high.
You poor souls. Yeah, no. In general, I'm just amazed. I thought we'd raise maybe £300, have a nice quiz, but no, it's amazing. All the people that have signed up, all the friends I've coerced into this. Thank you for being willing to be bullied. Sure you guys have had the same. But wow. Would you like
Okay,
to
so...
Yeah, if we look at the stream analytics, the peak number of people we had on the stream today was 110, and the total view time, so person hours spent watching the stream is 250 so far. 250 hours of us annoying you live via the internet. Sort of incredible. Now back to marking.
Okay, so Freddie, do you want to shut the picture round and I'll read out the answers for the picture round?
Okay, yeah, let me shut the picture round. Yep.
Okay, so for the picture round, which is closing now, so you have about 10 seconds to submit if anyone hasn't. Okay.
Pictures, responses. Submit now or forever hold your peace. Not accepting responses. Okay, back to marking. I think Laura may have frozen.
Uh,
Oh, Laura, are you back? Nope.
The picture around to come up so that I can see the order that they were in, because I don't think order is the same as what they are on my answer sheet.
Possibly not. I just picked the random order.
Is say in the order that I have them on my answer be the right order?
I have no idea. I picked a random order. Laura, you are breaking up a lot, I'm afraid to say.
The picture and answers, not necessarily in the correct order, are the quite obviously building is Beijing, China. The picture around the middle and green and blue is the Alps in Spain. So we were looking for Granada. The yellow houses of the colors in Denmark. Other mosque, which is sort of unusual and doesn't look so much like anything you've probably seen, is Samarkand in Uzbekistan. The Russian buildings are in Moscow. The harbour with the boats is Cape Town, South Africa. You can see Table Mountain in the back. The scene with the bus and the sort of trees in the background is Singapore, so just Singapore, Singapore. The scene from far away with the river where you can see the church is the Duomo in Florence, so Florence, Italy. The windy road, where if you look carefully, you can see the Golden Gate Bridge in the background, that's San Francisco, USA. And then the mass city in the mountains that's taken from quite far back is Kathmandu in Nepal.
Someone gave for their answer for A, C, T, and G for the final round also included that, of course, in R and A, you'd get the base U, and irrelevant. More interestingly, though, up to question 6, which is where I've marked to, no one has put an incorrect answer. No one has lost all their marks.
So in the last round, in the double or nothing round, no team has put an incorrect answer. So nobody lost all their marks.
They should be able to hear me at the moment, hopefully.
wow, the stakes are high. I'm feeling the tension.
Okay, I'll start marking some of these last ones, which still needs marks. Carol Baskin.
Oh dear. Had 2 incorrect answers in the final round for question 7.
God, it's getting tense.
Okay, I'm marking the last question.
Oh. I haven't been putting zeros if they didn't answer the question in the last round, so that I can add them up correctly.
Okay.
I'll go remove them, don't worry.
We're finished. Finished marking.
Well,
I think we're on the marking the picture round, aren't we?
Yeah.
Can you guys mark the picture round? I will.
Yeah. Are we doing it
Yeah.
half a point if they got the country right but not the city, or
Sorry?
is it half a point for getting the country right but not the city?
A second, let me look at my spreadsheet, how I set it up. Picture. Yeah, half a point for one and not the other, given that we've been doing half points anyway.
Okay.
Oh, so someone's put the street and San Francisco instead of San Francisco in the country, which I think definitely deserves a mark.
Yeah, that's more impressive.
I feel like we need some kind of filler marking background music.
You can stop marking, Sophie, and we'll just mark you, and you can.
Oh, I haven't been marking at all anyway.
Oh, you've just been.
I've just been
we
sitting.
need royalty-free elevator music is what we need.
That's exactly what we need. No, I've just been sitting here.
Come on, Sophie. I'm sure you can hum something incredibly.
Sing then.
Would you like me to hum?
Sing for us.
I think that this is on camera, and I think people could potentially be recording, and that would be a horrific
this
idea.
is staying on YouTube, yeah.
Act
Sing.
yourself, Sophie.
I don't know. We should have made up a harmony. This is what we should have done. This is boohoo to the committee.
Missed
Yeah,
opportunity.
I've assumed you guys had a theme tune or something by now.
We need to make a theme tune. That's an amazing idea.
Now's the perfect time.
Perfect time. A Liberal Democrat anthem. Yeah, no.
You could also go Ode to Joy.
Is it not just the apology song?
If I type in 0.5, Freddie, will that work?
Yes.
Thanks.
Sorry, but there's been a point of order in the chat. Beatrix has pointed out that I don't know, but someone who wrote the questions needs to investigate and tell me if we need to change anything.
Which one?
For the Alice in Wonderland one,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah, I already
messaged
you about that, Freddie.
Can you update the?
Yeah.
Sorry? That's not going to happen right now. We are
Seems we've
98% of our target. The ticker's not quite there yet, but at £981.81.
wow,
by my
brilliant.
count.
We have an outcry from the chat. Apparently, we already have a cooler anthem. This is The Land.
It
Oh,
is
the land.
Was God
It is
who made
indeed
land? Why should you beggars?
Sophie, you're going to alienate people.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
This is a cross-party
No,
quiz, not a Georgist quiz.
No, it's not. If anyone else would like to donate any other anthems, I'd be willing to give it a go.
No singing like the Soviet national anthem or anything live on stream.
Oh God,
Oh God. Okay.
I take that back.
Okay, we're 10 answers away from being finished.
Oh, hips don't lie, Shakira. I have to
Four
say
teams.
that is tempting.
4 teams lost it all on the final round. Not it all, but lost their final round scores. And those were Zoe et al., Sydney Sex Gods, Netflix and Churchill, and
Oh, that's a good
where
one. Though,
where is Charissa? All put
Woo.
incorrect answers in the last round, which unfortunately means they get no marks. But incredibly,
I think we're done, Freddie.
2 teams got full marks in the final round.
Only one team got Samarkand, Uzbekistan.
Oh no, 3 teams got full marks in the final round, which is incredible, I think. Including... So, now the slightly tricky process of adding them up, which I will do, but will take a little while. Because
It was Rob and his independent women were the only team that got full marks for who got Samarkand, Uzbekistan. A few others got either Samarkand or Uzbekistan, but they were the only team that got both.
I think only one team got Kathmandu in Nepal. Or actually, they put the Chandragiri Hills, which is where the photo was taken from. That one pretty tough. Incredible view though. I really want to go there now.
There are a lot of demands for Keen, Hannah, if
Laura.
you'd like to give a rendition.
Laura, can you help me by copying the scores from the picture round into the sheet
Whack
named
on Keen.
final?
Yeah.
Is it legal if we whack on
Yes,
Keen?
yeah, we're ready.
And
Not
they'll
if, you,
like
donate.
Google-
not if we whack it
and
on, but
life
if you
savings.
sing it.
I feel like
We sing
Google listens.
Well, Peter says he'll donate if one of us sings more. This is an opportunity.
It is, God, yeah. I would
about
do anything for charity, wouldn't I?
How about Somewhere Only We Know? That's my favourite and the most classic Keen song.
I'm
The
not
only
going
one
to do it
anyone
justice
knows.
though. I really wouldn't. I'd feel bad as well.
I
We
mean, if
believe
I
in you, Hannah.
yeah, well, we believe in you. I mean, I'll sing with you, but it's like a backup. Come on, I walked across an empty land. We can do it.
I honestly think the microphone will
Knew
it'll
the path.
pop out and it'll
Mm.
it'll possibly make everyone's ears bleed.
Yeah. I know Peter wants to land. No, Peter, we can't do that. I think we've alienated people enough. Yeah.
Hannah, could you help with marking so we can speed it up?
Oh, I thought I'd done it all.
We finished. We're just totaling them up on the final sheet.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
If you do the picture round, Laura, and I'll start on half 2.
Yep.
Half 2 marking. You see where to put them, yeah?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Oh wait, are you manually adding them up? Oh god.
Yeah,
No,
should I not?
Let me fix that.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't have karaoke Keen. It's not going to happen. If only. If I was in, like Christ
Thanks,
Choir or
Freddie.
something,
Freddie,
I'd give it a
just
go.
undone my fantastic spreadsheet work. There we go.
Oh, sorry. Okay, right. Well, copy those into final because we'll have to match up the names. Whilst we're intensely just staring at screens trying to do the scores on the doors, I want to advertise that we have a number of great events which we will be producing our term card, term in the digital sense of the word, at the beginning of next week. And because making all these forms was such a pain, we have extended the literature deadline to be tomorrow. So if anyone wanted to join in the literature competition and has not yet submitted their entry, they have until tomorrow when I wake up to do so.
I felt like that was a very targeted message, Freddie.
It was.
Brilliant. I'll get on it. I had an idea at like 2 a.m. last night, but alas, it was too late. So hallelujah for quiz admin.
It's worth pointing out that there may well be more events in aid of this charity drive coming from other societies. Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean,
If only to
In
get that
in
number up
meeting.
above 1,000.
Yeah, I mean, why stop at 1,000?
yeah. I mean, if any of the FemSocs or Kolk or Kuka, I mean, to be honest, it's amazing we're all in one event already. But if this collaboration is not unprecedented, but I'm very proud. But if you wanted to do anything, yeah, that would be brilliant.
Confident tips.
That's Alex's team. Sorry
Okay,
about this.
picture round is almost finished.
Okay.
Mm.
Then if you start going from the bottom of the list for half 2.
Yep, we'll do. Oh, I found my parents.
It turns out we do have some choir members in the audience, but if only we could pull you up on screen, I would.
We absolutely can. If they want to join in, get them to add me on Skype, and they can join in whilst we.
Oh, we should really be like auctioning this off for charity, really. Like
Fiona, if you'd like to come clean, please do. Gosh. Yeah, we've kind of almost reached 11 o'clock. I'm so sorry if people have normal bedtimes. I mean, this is.
Yeah.
I mean, who has a
sorry
sleep
this has taken-
schedule at the moment?
I
Sorry
mean,
this
there are
has
some
taken
so long.
sane people. I mean, I've still got another 4 or 5 hours before I knock off. But for normal people, I'm so sorry.
So Roberto has posted in the chat and saying that Kuka will indeed be hosting a pub quiz next week. And yeah, if that's in aid of the charity, then it'd be brilliant to see the same turnout or even better than we've had today. I think it's really fantastic what everybody's done.
So Henry Coleman has been put forward, but he doesn't seem too eager. Yes, Christ Choir, not quite a higher standard as other colleges. So, do we have any King's Choir members here, or the claims
We've
have
got a very-
best choir?
Got a very inconsistent naming here. The team in half 1 submitted under the name Tom Let the Side Down, but by half 2 they decided that Tom in fact did not let the side down. Though
I think that's just my parents. That's my parents' side, and I think that's probably just them on the wine.
I think it's worth saying that they did better in round 1 when Tom did let the side down than in round 2 when Tom did not let the side down.
Unless he turned up, unless my little brother did indeed turn up and try and help out.
Well, maybe.
My money's still on the wine though.
Okay, we're right. I think we're pretty much there. Got 5 boxes left to fill. Clegg heads.
Oh no! Apparently, Tom contributed in round 1, and they did better. So
I see.
actually, so well done, Tom.
We have a hashtag Justice for Christ Choir and a shout out to Amelia Monaghan, who I actually personally know is a brilliant singer. So yeah, if you'd like to come online and save me and Hannah, and actually let's be honest, Hannah, we're not doing this. This isn't happening. If you guys count this up sooner, there's less pressure and we don't have to succumb.
Results will be in.
We're
any
done,
second
right?
now, Roberto.
Just Maddie Fisher to be filled in.
Yay!
Where is
We have
that?
an ETA for results. I mean,
No, we're done.
Josh has asked for some
Sophie.
ruthless banter.
ruthless banter. What
I'm
would
pretty
you
sure
like?
somebody actually
Hold
gave
on.
some ruthless banter to Josh in one of their
Sorry,
answers.
am I missing one? I can't find Maddie Fisher on the half 2 list.
Mm.
No, not there. Maybe they didn't submit.
Well,
Mm.
Well, should we give them a chance to put in the chat if they accidentally did a different name, or
Yeah.
let us know if that.
See, Daniel Davidson, start slagging off committee. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I mean, the other members.
right. Scores on the doors. Ignoring teams that either only submitted to round 1 or round 2, which I'm afraid it seems to be Maddie Fisher, unless they turned into Netflix and Churchill, and Bladders, who just missed the cutoff for half 1. The scores on the doors are as follows. Lads Night, 36.5. Girton Gals, 40.5. Where is Charissa, 41. Bat Out of Hell, 43.5. Zoe et al, 52.5. Tom Let the Side Down, or Didn't Let the Side Down, 53.5. 59.5 for St John's FemSoc. 61.5 for Trinity FemSoc and JIGL. Quentin Quarantino got 62. Death Before Dishonour, 65. 67.5 to the Independent Group for Jonathan Meads and Professor Quiz Witty. Kuka Lads and Sydney Sus Sex Gods got 68 each. Fionori Molman got 70. The teams above us have, in various ways, cheated, got 71.5. Gonvalin Tits got 72. Connor Newell, 72.5. Angus, Thongs and Social Distancing, 76. Forgotten Netflix Passwords also got 76. 78.5 to Mole Hoos and the 1988 Club. 79 to Hawkheads. 80.5 to Comic Sans Font and A Rum of One's Own. Evidence-Based Glee Clubbing got 82.5. Viva La Vulva, 86. Victoria's Secret, 86.5. Quizzy Rascal, 87. Blood, Sweat and Quiz got 90.
Oh, so this is the top 3.
So Blood, Sweat and Quiz came third. So the teams that were in first and second place at the end of the first half were also in first and second place at the end of the final quiz. And despite actually doing better than Rob and his independent women in the second half, the Cleggheads failed to overtake them and come second on 93.5 points, and Rob and his independent women on an incredible total of 96.5 points out of a possible 110, I believe, or maybe 111, it is Rob and his independent women. Congratulations, and well done for both doing so well and getting to the end of the quiz.
Who is Robin?
Who is Robin Hood's independent women?
Can you please reveal
Yeah,
yourself?
please own
I'd
up.
love to know.
If this is Rob Cooper, I'm astonished.
It looks like it is.
Is it?
Well, someone called Rob Coop.
Oh, amazing. See, this is Christ once again coming to beat you all. I love you. Well done. That's amazing. Gosh.
So just to update everyone on the total, because it's not on the page anymore, we're now at £984.20p.
I've got us at £989.19.
Oh, come
Meaning-
on, someone just do £10 more. Let's break
£10 more.
Yeah, we're gonna stay with this. We're gonna stay with this.
Freddie will sing if we get to £1,000.
Freddie will sing, will he?
Yes.
Freddie will get his teddy bear out.
Which
Will
one?
it sing?
As you know,
Freddie
that
will
they're-
get his giant teddy bear. Oh, it was Josh Newman who added the 69p to keep it at 69.
Ah.
Of
Ah.
course. Well,
Thank you very much to everybody who's coming back and donating more after having already donated. It's really generous of you, and yeah, you're helping us. You're helping us hit this so close now to 1,000.
Wow. I mean, does that conclude our 3-hour quiz?
We're done.
Well, I mean, we got to wait until we gotta keep going until we hit this.
Oh, wait, what are we trying to hit?
Milestone.
Oh, I see.
1,000.
Oh, okay, wait.
98% of that target.
I will add an extra donation. Let's have a look.
Oh, I've just refreshed, and we have smashed it.
oh,
Have we?
Thank you very much, Connor, taking us over the £1,000.
£1,019.
£1,000.
That's
That
absolutely amazing.
Blows my
Incredible.
mind.
Yeah, I'm lost for words. Yeah, it's so fantastic that we all managed to come together for this. Hopefully we'll see you again if we we'll try and put some more events on. in
We should
support
have
of
a
this.
post-quiz Zoom session that people can join if they want to
Yeah, I
have
think that's
a-
a fantastic idea.
have a mini spirited discussion post-quiz so that we can get shouted at for all the answers that we got factually incorrect or for how long
Yeah.
we took to add them up.
Yeah, please take up your grievances with us on Zoom. Freddie, are you able to set that up?
Yeah, I probably won't be able to join, but I will be able to set that up right now. I'll put the Zoom link in the event. I'm just putting on the stream proof, because as I say, my ticker wasn't that useful, that we did actually hit £1,000 raised, which is truly incredible. Yes, thank you so much, everyone who has donated. I will set up the Zoom now, but I think it is time to let everyone leave this live stream, given how amazing they've been for staying with us for, well, we've been broadcasting for 3 hours and 8 minutes, and I think that is time to end it. I finally get to use this button, fade.
Can you get everyone back on so that we can wave? Because Sophie's
Yeah.
waving, but she's not on
But
screen.
I'm putting everyone's back. Everyone's
Yeah.
back.
Nice gesture,
Goodbye.
Sophie.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Oh wait,
Bye.
hang on a second. I didn't actually. There you go. Now everyone can
Stay safe.
wave goodbye.
Hey.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
at
Look
home.
after each
Bye.
other.
Thank you, guys.